Have you heard that version? It's the Toronto slang version of
The
"Hey there,
Toronto.
hey there, Delilah.
No, I actually haven't.
Walk one, Delilah. What's it like in Toronto City?"
Good
Pretty
Lord. I
good.
can't believe we sound like that from other people's perspectives.
Well, I mean, we don't sound like the general public in Toronto doesn't sound like that.
Yeah.
But then if you go like, "What's the slang?" Everybody goes, "Oh, what's up, shorty? I'm from Toronto.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
fuck
weird.
with me and my mans,
That's weird hearing it.
because you'll be done no." Irie fam, Irie. I don't even know. And like the worst part is that's not even that bad. Like I remember doing that accent,
Yeah.
and my buddy goes, "Oh, that's not Toronto slang. This is Toronto slang." And he starts saying all these words. I'm like, I haven't even heard that before. He's like, "You're not from the real burbs. You don't know what you're doing, fam." Oh god. Toronto slang, whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, right?
So today we're talking about friends meddling in affairs, and not like, you know, romantic affairs. Oh, romantic affairs,
They
but
can
not
be,
like
yeah.
affairs. You know what I
I just
mean?
have to clarify that for
Yeah,
the general public, so they're not like, "Oh my God, you're condoning fucking and cheating and all this."
No cheating. No cheating. Unless it's fair play.
Oh God.
No cheating. Well, it's not cheating if you don't get caught, right? No, don't say that. All right. So yeah, today we're talking about. I titled it, "Is it you, me, or my friends?" Riffing off the whole. It's not you. It's me. It's
yeah.
not you. It's my friends. Oh no, it is you.
Uh-huh.
All right. You ever been in a relationship and suddenly realize you're not dating one person, you're dating the entire group chat? And why am I being cross-examined by your best friend like I'm on Love Island or in a courtroom? Look, I get it. Friends want what's best for you, but some of y'all are taking romantic advice from your girl who still calls every hookup my man, or your boy who thinks emotional availability is a government conspiracy. Community is beautiful, but sometimes the real red flag isn't your partner. It's your friend with the unsolicited opinions and 17 failed talking stages. Well, let's talk about that. All right.
Let's delve into that. Yes.
So we're going to get the basic question first out of the way.
Yes.
Can friends influence your relationship?
1000%.
And the secondary part of that is more than you think.
1000%.
Oh, 1,000,000%. Like, there's no doubt in my mind.
Yes.
You know, fam. And it's interesting because there's kind of two parts to this. There's the I'm your friend and I outright don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's the meh. Well, the like, you have your friend who's like, look, I know you love your girlfriend and everything.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with her. I think she's fucked.
Okay.
You have that friend.
Okay.
But then you have the friend who's like, every time your girlfriend's around or every time you're around their girlfriend, and
Yeah.
you're just like,
Yeah.
you guys are cool. I don't want to interact with them.
Okay, gotcha.
That kind of vibe, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, just gonna check this. Okay, we golden. We golden.
This
Yeah.
tastes nice. It's hot. Hot. Hot.
Hot like a fire. Yeah, they literally just finished making it as I grabbed it. So.
Nice. Thank you.
No problem. Friends can be the peanut gallery that makes you second guess something that was working fine. I mean, a big part about relationships is this idea of forgiveness, right? And not
Yes.
just forgiveness, but patience.
Mm-hmm.
Because the real issue is people are growing. And a big thing, especially in the starting a relationship, whether it's a friendship, business relationship, romantic relationship, you guys gotta kind of balance and equalize to one another. And the problem with having a peanut gallery is that the peanut gallery obviously is looking out for your best interest, but they don't have any of the emotions tied up in the equation, so they're very polarizing. Mm-hmm. And so the problem is, you go, yeah, he never really confirmed. He never really confirmed plans. Like, we talked about it on Tuesday that we were going out Saturday, but I didn't hear from him until Saturday that we were actually going out. Like, he didn't check in with me Friday. I didn't hear from him that whole time.
Yeah.
That's just like people. Like, a busy person's not worried about it. Oh, I mean, I set a date with you. Like, we're good to go. Mm. And that's harmless. But you might say to your friends, and your friends are like, oh, that's bad news. That means he doesn't respect your time. That means he doesn't do this. And then they turn this nonchalant, like, just learning to communicate, or a simple, hey, I'd appreciate it if you confirmed or we chatted a bit before leading up to the date, so I don't just like hope it's still on. Mm-hmm. Instead of that being just like a, hey, I didn't like this, and they go, oh yeah, no problem, I'll let you know next time. Now it's turned into, oh my god, red flag, this is how he is, he doesn't know how to communicate, he doesn't know how to do this, bada bada bada. Just that. Yeah, peanut gallery. Watch out for the peanut gallery.
Yes, I agree.
They turn small things into huge things.
Uh-huh.
And then another thing that I think is what happens most of the times is there's this fine line between your friend actually being concerned about you and worried about you, but also this element of projection. Oh, I had this experience and I noticed these things, and these two things you told me line up perfectly with that, so therefore it's the exact same as that.
Yeah.
I find that happens a lot in relationships. So you got to really, really be careful about what people are saying.
Yeah.
Especially your friends.
Yeah.
And that's not to say don't listen to them. It's just like trying not to, I'll say, be in a situation where it turns into this spiraling peanut gallery.
Yeah. I find that a lot of people do it because they're also jealous about the relationships that you're in. Or they just, I wouldn't say some people are malicious like that.
Yeah.
And then some people kind of just do it just because it's just something like, what's the word? Not malicious, but they do it just to kind of like, not spite you, but just do it because it's just something that they just don't want people to be happy in. Do you know what I mean?
Misery loves company kind of thing.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, well, why is if he or she, if I'm feeling this way, I want the people around me to feel this way too. So like kind of jeopardizing like your happiness, you know what I mean? Or like you being content or whatever it might be, right? So, but there's a lot of people that are like that. They come across like that, and it's unfortunate that they try to like take your 2 cents of like the goodness that you have in whatever relationship, friendship, whatever that is, but then try to manipulate you into thinking otherwise about the person that you're friends with or that you're in a relationship with, right? For their own benefit.
Yeah, it's interesting because those comments I always find come from the sources or the places that I wouldn't expect them to come from.
Yeah.
It's always the friend that's been in a relationship for 5 years or 10 years, like the long-term friend that hits you with the, oh, that person's just not good. And you're like, why? They haven't done anything. Oh, I just know. I just know they're bad news. Yeah. Meanwhile, it's because they have some pent-up feelings about their partner or whatever the case is. Oh, I see it all the time. It's always from the weird places. I know. That, or it's from, like, your family or, like, just weird comments that you're like, whoa, you don't even have a complaint. You don't even have an issue with the person. Yeah. You're just making some general broad assumption because you don't like things or... Yeah. Yeah. Fucking whack.
I know.
That's very strange.
It is.
So, on that point, how do you handle when a friend gets in between your relationship? I mean, like, that's a perfect example of somebody getting and meddling.
Well, you definitely have to have a sit down and talk with them and be like, why do you feel that way? Like, what? Okay, maybe you or that person that you're with, maybe they bitch so much about that issue or with certain issues with their friend, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to just now all of a sudden come in between, right? But it's like, for me, I would be like, well, why? Yeah, I would definitely have that conversation. I've had those conversations before too, when I've been like, how come you don't like them or whatever? Most of the time, depending on the situation and depending on like what is actually happening, you can see that, you know, that your friend wants the best for you. And again, it depends on the circumstances. Sometimes those circumstances you already know that you're in that are not good, right? And they're toxic. But sometimes just that outside source does help you have more of a better perspective, even though you already know it. But it's like sometimes it's like a different set of eyes that's looking in and whatever. But those that try to like meddle, I usually confront them. And sometimes they have reasons for justifying them, and then sometimes they're just like dumb. They're like dumb reasons. And I'm like, well, that's not enough for you to tell me like, you know, I should stop seeing him or not talk to her or whatever. Like,
yeah, I've learned, especially the more I've interacted with, the more I've had these experiences with friends and relationships and giving relationship advice, I've learned how to be helpful, but not overbearing, I'll call it. Because there is a lot of things that you may not disagree with. Like, this is a part that I really realized. There's a lot of things that people don't mind, that you are like big no-nos for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is not your job to put those big no-nos
On somebody else.
onto your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like the amount of times I've sat with a guy friend and he's told me about whatever problems with his relationship or things that his girlfriend said or whatever. Mm-hmm. I can tell him like, look, I care about you and she shouldn't say those things and you should make sure she understands that that isn't appropriate and that isn't okay. That's good feedback from a friend. Having a friend who goes, oh, fuck that bitch, there's a time and a place for that.
Yeah.
When you're validating them and everything. But to have a friend who, I'll say, isn't being constructively helpful and allowing you to come to your conclusion and is putting this perspective of like, oh, this can't be salvaged, this can't be saved, tell that girl to go fuck herself, like be done with it, text her a breakup right now. The friend that's pushing for that, yes, that may be the case. Yes, that may be helpful advice. It is very circumstantial. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But usually you just gotta kind of play the fence.
Yeah.
And don't lie to your friend and don't hide things from your friend. Like be like, look, bro, I think she's cheating on you. Tell them, but don't do it in a way that's like, I think she's cheating on you. Like for something that doesn't involve that. Like make sure it's you're coming from a place of evidence.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to say something that turns your friend's relationship into a bad time. Like, if people are good, let them be good. And people have arguments. And it's just like, it'll smooth over.
Yeah.
Like, she shouldn't have said that. And I understand you guys being upset at each other. But just go have a conversation.
Yeah.
Right? I want you to understand that what she said isn't appropriate. So I validate that. But go have a conversation.
Yeah.
And don't... Or sometimes the answer as a friend is, look, I love you. I care about you. Don't talk to me about your relationship. That's between you and your partner.
Yeah.
I've said that a couple times, and people always get upset. People always go, whoa? Like, what do you mean? I'm coming to you with help. And I'm like, okay, it's starting to turn into you just want me to egg you on with your partner? You go fight your battles yourself. I don't think she was in the wrong. I don't think you were in the wrong. I think you guys are both just having a disagreement. You should just talk it out.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
So all that to say, that's the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then like we talked about before, I mean, friends do some really like shit things.
Yes,
and it's always weird to me when people make the decisions to be shitty. Like, I mean, there's things that come into my mind. Like, I remember there was this one girl I was dating for a while, or not even a while, but I was just fooling around with. And I remember like my buddy was getting really like close, like he was trying to intentionally become really close with me, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But it was just weird how he was behaving, because along with getting closer to me, he was trying to get closer to this girl the girlfriend I was dating, and he was doing this weird thing where he was being my extra, like he was my friend or my acquaintance, but he was doing this weird thing where he'd be a lot more like, oh, you should come to this, and yeah, make sure you bring your girlfriend, and like being a lot more accommodating. Well, it was funny because when me and the girl decided to call it quits, we were still chatting. And she told me that the first person in her inbox ready to go was him.
Oh, no.
And I remember he came up to me. I think we were in the same setting or whatever. And he came up to me and he goes, it's your fault she blocked me. I say, well, what are you fucking talking about? What are you talking about? He goes, no. That girl that you were dating, you guys were never meant to be together anyways. I knew me and her were the one. We had the best charisma. I'm paraphrasing. He said a lot more than this. Yeah. But he's like, oh, me and her had the best connection, whatever. And you made her block me. I said, what do you mean I made her block her? I didn't make you do anything. I found out that you texted her right after you found out that we were done. But I just said, oh, that sounds like... I
somebody
think I
waiting in the wings.
Yeah, I used some foul words, but whatever. But yeah, waiting in the wings, waiting for an opportunity. I was like, I mean, but that was plain as day from you trying to invite me to all these things and do all this stuff because you wanted to somehow make an impression on her to do something. Yeah. Just because she blocked you don't mean I did anything.
No.
You were just being you.
Yeah.
And I remember he got so upset and so angry and you don't deserve her and you didn't treat her nice, whatever. And I was just like, and that's not even really a friend. That was just like a guy that I saw enough to be, I guess, mutual with or an acquaintance with, because he was in the same kind of social group, so we crossed over a lot. Yeah. It was just one of those weird situations where you're just like, okay, whatever, man. You do you, boo.
I'm assuming that you guys don't talk like at all, really.
Oh, I barely talked to him then. And then I think after that, I was just like, fuck that guy.
Oh, yeah.
And then, yeah, I think he followed me on Instagram not too long ago to be like, I guess, an old acquaintance from the past, but
Whatever.
it's one of those things where I'm just like, okay, I guess follow me, see what's up.
Yeah.
It's interesting because there's moments like that happen all the time.
Yes.
And you find out too that like your friend who's supposed to have your back is talking to your girlfriend behind your back, not exactly malicious, but because he's interested in her friend, and so now he's trying to build rapport and have her help wingman him and help him out.
Yeah.
Like that happened, not directly happened to me, but it was one of those things where I realized that I couldn't say anything in confidence to him because he was interacting with her, and at the end of the day, if she was like, oh, I'll help you out if you tell me this, what you guys talk about, that's when the relationships or friendships start getting in the way of relationships.
Yeah, 100%.
When the boundaries are crossed. Like, I mean, it's fine. This is another big thing that I'll stand behind and I'll live by. It is fine for you to be mutual with your friend's partner. Like, it's actually very healthy that you guys can exist in the same space and have a good conversation.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you are not. I'll use the instance from a man's perspective. Two straight heterosexual men. I'll use that perspective. At the end of the day, you're your buddy's friend.
Yeah.
You're not his girlfriend's friend. You're not her friend.
Yeah.
You guys can have a good time when the circumstances arrives, because it's nice to be able to go, hey, come out for dinner.
Yeah.
And then his friend's like, oh, the girlfriend, I'm supposed to spend time with her. I'm like, bring the girlfriend.
Yeah.
I want to see you. I want to hang out. Bring the girlfriend. I'm happy too, because we always have a good time.
Yes.
And then it makes it easier because then she's like, oh, yeah, I'll totally come and join because I like hanging out with Nason and everything.
Yeah, for
that
sure.
makes life easy.
For sure.
But there will come a point where they start to get a little too comfortable, and you got to make sure that you're like, hey, I like you. I appreciate you. You ain't my buddy.
Yeah.
He's my buddy.
Yeah.
Because then it's a test on both sides.
For sure.
It's a test on how much the girlfriend can get away with, or the fiance, or whoever, and it's a test of do you actually have the guy's back?
Yeah.
So
I agree. I agree on that.
don't rat out your friends. you gotta be a good friend too.
Yeah, you do.
Can't just be a not good friend. Okay.
I know.
What else did I have? Yeah, a big point for how to handle it. I wrote step 1: ask yourself why they're getting involved.
Yeah.
Is it jealousy? Is it because they care? Is it messy? Like, whatever the case is.
But I find that sometimes people could start off one way in that list and then maybe develop into something else and something else and something else. You know what I mean? Like maybe initially it starts off as a good, like a place of love, right? That you're coming across. But then eventually you see this person, this guy or girl, and you're kind of like, I kind of like, you kind of have the eyes for them or whatever.
You develop whatever.
Yeah, and then you're not telling your friend. Like, you're doing little sighings or little motions, and then all of a sudden it's just like, now it's come
develops. Yeah,
it's come from a place of goodness to now being like, I'm gonna try to like fucking get in between you two.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've seen all that kind of shit where girlfriends reach out to the guy friends to try, because they're having a fight with the guy friend, so they're trying to use the friend to get to them, and then the friend goes, oh, she's totally into me, meanwhile she's just trying to use him to get to the friend, and then they start fooling around and whatever else. Like, I agree with you. I think it always has the potential to turn into those things.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And this goes back to, like, make sure that you're, being a good friend. Like, if the
But
girl,
it's hard though, because your friend is supposed to be the person that you're supposed to trust. Whether that's a person from the same sex or not, you're supposed to be able to trust your friend.
well,
That's where trust is, like, that's where it gets broken.
it shouldn't take being bit by a snake twice
Wow.
to know that it's a snake. Like, the big thing is zero tolerance, right? Like,
Yeah.
and it's, yes, I understand that we live in a world of infinite possibilities, so zero tolerance isn't always necessarily the truth. But I would really, it only takes getting burned a couple times by friends to be like, okay, these are the signs to look out for.
Yeah.
And 2, okay, you've already shown me that you'll drop me in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I better listen to that.
True.
Right? And it's hard. It is really hard, especially when it's a friend that's been with you for a long time, childhood friends, or just like a friend that you've known for a long time. It's hard when these situations pop up, because you're like, I thought you had my best interest in mind, and you don't, and now I have to see you differently. And that's a really hard problem, especially because they've been such a kind of way for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the whole it's your friend, they're supposed to have your back. Well, yeah, they are. And I mean, depending on who you are, some people, loyalty is always critical, but some people, loyalty goes down on the pillar.
Yeah.
I've always found that for me, loyalty is at the top of the pillar. It's very important.
Yeah.
And like to the point where if I know you're interacting with certain groups of people that I don't agree with and you're supposed to be aligned with me, well, now I understand that at the end of the day, you don't have my back 100%.
Yeah.
And you can say, no, I do. And it's like, well, you don't, because you're still making a choice to go interact with somebody outside of the bubble that I've decided.
Yeah.
And that's not to say you should be restricted. Like, everybody goes, oh, whoa, that's a bit controlling. It's like, well, no. What I'm saying is if you and somebody are aligned and you're like, we are boys, go hang out with whoever, go do whatever. But if I'm like, oh, fuck that guy because whatever, if you're going and hanging out with the guy that I said fuck that guy to, well, whoa, now you're a liability. Whether I like it or not.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're hanging out with or talking about.
Yeah.
Now I have to understand that you might still care for me and have my back 100%. But from my side, I can only assume that you have my back 90% of the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it turns into this debate where it's like, you really got to be strong-hearted with your friendships. And you really got to make sure your friends know that you got their back.
Yeah. I agree.
Like, to the point where it's like, you gotta be like, if your friend's ex is texting you, you better be like, yo, this is your ex texting me.
Yeah.
Here's the screenshots. Here's everything. I deleted it and didn't reply to anything.
Yeah.
Just as a heads up, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's very much like, whoa, I don't want to get involved in that.
Yeah, no. I totally agree with you too on that. Like, I find that relationships, when you have really good friends, can be tests of your friendship.
Yep.
Like, of your trust, your loyalty with your friends.
Which is so interesting because, like, from my side, there's been times, but that's more when I've been like, okay, well, watch out for that girl because that girl is using you for something or whatever. But I've always had this thing of like, oh, great, you guys are together. As long as you're mutual and good people, like your partner's a good person, like, I'm happy to interact. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much I like them. It matters how much you like them.
Exactly.
So I'm here to support you. I want to hang out with you. If to hang out with you, your girlfriend has to come along, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine. I mean, like, I don't mind. And it's better that way because what? Now I'm known as the trusted asset. So the girlfriend, I like I had this. Did I tell you about this story?
What's
I was out with friends, and then my buddy's girlfriend called him.
Okay. No, I don't think so.
And she goes, who are you with? And he names a couple of the guys, and I could see he's like pulling for straws. And and Nason's here. And then he like perked up, and I was like, I made a face at him, and he goes, apparently you're the safe friend. And I went, what do you mean by safe friend? And he goes, here. And so I was like, hey. And she's like, hey, I'm very happy to hear you're out with him. And I said, why? And she's like, because I know that you'll correct him if he's getting up to any shenanigans. Now, this is the interesting part. I ain't corrected him once. So, all right, I mean, like, if any of you guys see this, I correct them all the time. What are you talking about? But it's so funny to me because, you know, yes, obviously, if your friend's fucking around, you tell them, hey,
of course,
that's not okay.
Yeah.
But it's good to be known as the ally friend that the girlfriends like.
Yeah.
Because then your friend can come hang out with you.
Yeah.
The amount of guys that I know that have been like, oh, sorry, you're not seeing that friend or that friend, or if you go out with them, you know, we're gonna have a problem, or blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like that. It's good to be it's good to be the good friend.
Yeah.
Known as the good friend.
Yeah. That's funny.
All right. Next question. This is a great segue because we just talked about this. Should your partner like your friends?
Should your partner like your friends? I don't think they have to like them.
Nope.
Like you said, it's nice if they can be in the same vicinity with each other.
Because there is going to be social crossover.
Exactly. There's going to be many times in your relationship, obviously, depending on how long that is or whatever, you're going to meet them at some point, right? Mm-hmm. So you don't want them to be like, oh my God, I can't like stand being in the same fucking room as them. So yeah, I think it's important for that. You don't have to be best friends, obviously.
No, and actually,
but
you better fucking not be.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we got a problem.
Yeah. But at least, like, be. Oh, what's the word? How? Like, just nice. Just be
mutual.
Pleasant. Yeah, like, be able to have like carry a conversation. You can have a quick conversation, but at least you're
very, very mutual.
Yeah, mutual. I think is like that is the word.
Yeah. That's exactly it. Let me see what I wrote here. It's not helpful, but it's mandatory.
Yeah.
We're not building a group chat. We're building a relationship.
Yeah. Because essentially, like, your friends are like an extension. We talked about this before. They're an extension of you.
That's right.
Right. So.
And this is the thing. It's interesting because as I've grown, I've reflected and changed on this. Truthfully, if I'm in a relationship with a woman,
yeah,
I have no interest in knowing any of your friends.
And that's okay.
I don't. No. Like, I'll be pleasant with them.
Yes.
Oh, invite them to dinner.
Yes.
Do all these things. No problem.
Yeah.
But I have no desire
to like get to know them.
To get to know them, to hang out with them, to do any of them.
Yeah.
I don't want them coming. I don't want to be alone with them. I don't want to be going out for brunch or dinner or whatever.
Yeah.
If there's a reason for us to interact, planning a surprise party, doing something like that,
yeah,
fine, I get it.
Yeah.
Or asking them, I don't know what the fuck I would ask them. If there's a reason to interact, fine. Mm-hmm. But I don't care. I don't want to know your friends. I don't want to hang out with your friends. Like, I'll go do my thing.
Yeah.
If you want to go out, you go out. You go enjoy your dinner. You go enjoy your friends. Like, go hang out. I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
Oh, but I want you to hang out with my friends and be friends with them. I don't want to be friends with your friends.
I know.
Sorry.
So I have a friend right now that's talking to this guy.
Yeah,
She's been talking to him for like 8 weeks now. And then she was like telling me, she tells me every once in a while, she's like, you know what? She's like, I'm going to be selfish. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I'm not ready and I don't want to introduce him to any of my friends. And I'm like, okay, and that's fine. And she's like, yeah, I just want him to myself. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, well, that starts to get a little weird.
Well, I mean, like, it's only 8 weeks. It's not like, you know what I mean? But they're not even really, I wouldn't necessarily say they're in a relationship. They're still talking. Like, they're not dating. They haven't labeled that.
So why would you even go about meeting your friends? And then even just her rationale is weird. Like, you're not being selfish. If you don't feel it's the time to introduce your friends, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Whereas one of my other friends, when I started talking to someone, oh, did you ask them to come along? I'm like, no, ask them to come along. And I'm like, I don't know why she's like that, which is fine. I don't mind. So there are times I'm like, okay, I'll ask or whatever, right? And I'll be like, okay, yeah, they said yes, no, whatever the case is. But it's like, you can't please everybody. And I'm more the type of person that's like, if I'm eventually dating somebody and in a relationship, yeah, I do want I want to introduce them to my friends and vice versa, right? But I don't expect you to be like chummy and, you know, like exchanging numbers and, hey, yeah, I'm going to talk to you later on after, you know what I mean? Like, nothing like that, obviously. Like, we're just in a group setting, and that's how it is.
Yeah, well, you should be able to be pleasant.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always a fine line to play. Like, to be all, oh, are you bringing them along? That's because she just wants to see who these guys are. And kind of like do the judgment thing of like, oh, is he tall? Is he this? Is he that?
Yeah. But they're also you got to remember, your friends are also, I hate to say it, but they're also judging the person that you're with. Is this a good fit? Are they happy? Like, do you know what I mean? From the things that I've heard, like, do they seem like they're a nice person? Like, they're coming to their own conclusions too, based on what's been said or what's been heard and what they're seeing for themselves. You know that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, because they're also doing a comparison thing. Mm-hmm. This is a oh, how do I hold up against my buddy? Mm-hmm. Which, when I find people are too eager to meet your significant other.
Yeah, I agree.
We're doing a little texting break.
Yes. Cheryl says LOL, by the way.
Hello, LOL to Cheryl. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I don't know. I just have like, I look back on moments throughout relationships and like the things friends have said or the interactions that I've noticed, and I mean, putting it into my own perspective, there's just weird shit like that friends do sometimes.
Like what?
Acquaintances or whatever, where they're like, oh my god, bring your girlfriend along.
Yeah.
There was one. I remember this one instance with the longer term girlfriend that I had. Mm-hmm. There was one instance where, you know, all the guys were like hyped. They're like, "Oh, let's see photos." And I remember one guy made a comment of like, "Oh, you should bring her along all the time." And I was like, even if you like how your buddy's girlfriend looks, Don't fucking say that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and I remember.
Did you have a face? I'm sure you had.
Well, I mean, I was younger, so I wish I said more, or at least, cuffed him in the head or something. But, like, I just could, like, I can't believe the shit that guys say. It's like, sometimes, and I mean, like, this is everything, but, like, I even remember, like, there was a girl, I was driving some girls home from set or whatever, and I remember one girl was seeing a guy, and the other girl was like, oh, show me a picture, and she showed a picture, and she goes, oh, I'd like to roll around with him. It's like, why are you even saying that? Like, internal thoughts. Like, yeah, it's things like that.
Voices.
Or even like I remember a bunch of us went to an all-inclusive resort, like a bunch of boys,
Yeah.
and their girlfriends were allowed to come or
Okay.
or not or whatever you wanted.
Okay.
And I remember one guy's girlfriend came out in like this really like not skimpy, but like a smaller, tighter bikini, and she's a good-looking girl,
Yeah.
curvy, whatever. I remember three of the guys were off the side going like, oh damn, what I wouldn't give for a night with that. And I just remember being like, shut the fuck up. Like, that's your buddy's girlfriend. Throw some respect on her name. Fuck me, man.
Well, remember I told you that
Makes that me feel sick, yeah.
right? Remember when I was telling you that I was dating that person for like a long time?
Yeah.
And we went to like this event in the summertime that always like ends off Caravan. I think I told you this. And then there were times when I would meet some of their friends because they would introduce me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when they walked off, they were like, oh, they're like, you and him? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh no. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, if only. I said, if only what? They're like, if you guys weren't together, I would wine and dine you. And I'm like, what? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, you guys are all fucking gross and nasty. So when he came back, I was like, I had a moment like on the way home, and I was like, yeah, your friend, I'm that type of girl that will be like, your friend kind of like said this shit.
Good, yeah.
Right? But it came back my way and said, well, what did you do to make them act like that or say that? I said, nothing. I did nothing. I just stood there and I was just being nice.
Yeah, that's rough.
Right?
That's rough.
But there are people out there that are like a certain type. A lot of people like Filipino women, so they're going to be attracted to that. And regardless of whatever, whoever girl you are or whatever, they don't give a shit. They're just going to fucking come at you.
It's also like I'll call it the aura you put out, or the essence you put out.
Yes.
Because I realized that when I really, as a man, when I shifted and I really started to specify boundaries with male friends, that was when there was no more comments, no more, as it grew and as it developed, it was no more of this bullshit. Mm-hmm. Because it was like, okay, I better not say anything, because Nason will fuck me up. Mm-hmm. And that's how it gets better, right? You set boundaries with your friends.
Yeah. And that's what happened.
Right.
He basically said to all his friends, she's off limits. You cannot talk to her like that.
Well, I don't even know why. Yeah, I don't even know why they would say that in the first place. But that's a boundary thing.
But that's because birds of a feather flock together. That's
right.
how they are.
That's right.
But then, when they found out that we were done, they were like, oh, man. They're like, you guys are done. I'm like, yeah, we've been done for a minute. They're like, wow. They're like, and so they would try to, like, talk to me. And I'm like, oh, God.
No, thank you.
Gross. Like,
Leave.
Really? No,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Is there anything else that I had here? Okay. Now, this is the other side of this.
Uh-huh.
What happens when your friends hate your partner?
That's happened very recently.
That's right. So
what did they do? They were like, fucking good riddance to him. One was like, they're clowns. They're all clowns. I'm sure you know who that is. Barbie. She was like, fuck that. They're all stupid. Men are dumb. Blah blah blah. But they were like, or like if I bring it up, I'll be like, oh, so and so did. Ugh, why? Like, and a lot of them are happy. They're like, oh my God, I'm so happy. Like you're not with them. Like, gives a shit what they're going through or how they feel.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Well, this is it. It's like there's a balance.
Yeah.
There is the friends who hate your partner but don't say anything about it, and I love those. That's kind of the proper response as a friend. Because even though you as a person despise their partner,
Yeah.
you shouldn't vocalize it to your friend. It's not
Yeah.
it's not your decision.
Yeah.
If they like them
Within circumstance, okay? So, obviously, there's certain circumstances, like if they were, like, hitting you, or if they were being, like, stuff like that,
well, obviously.
okay, then I would say something,
I'm just saying
But
if you think they're
overall, yeah, I would not say anything. If my friend asked me what my opinion was and an advice on a certain topic that they were going through,
voice it, sure.
then I would voice it, but I would voice it nicely. I'm not like some of my friends that are very ruthless. Some of my friends can be really ruthless to the point that it's just like, one of my friends, like, we got into a little bit of a tiff. I was like, I'm not in the mood right now for you to lecture me. And I told her that. And she's like, and we took a breath, like a minute to like cool off, because I was just like, she was coming at me hard about a lot of shit. And I'm like, I don't need this right now. I'm just, whatever, right?
That's right.
So sometimes you need that break, but it's nice to know that those that are quiet will actually, like, if they really didn't like your partner when you were dating, they're at the end, they'll like start packing it on with everybody else and be like, yeah, they're right, he was an asshole, blah blah blah, or whatever, right?
Oh, you always got to do when if you don't, because there's been a few people's partners that I haven't enjoyed.
Yeah.
You always got to do this. So if they go, yeah, me and so and so broke it off.
Yeah.
You always got to go, actually broke it off, or like just like
a break or
whatever. Yeah, we actually broke it off. Okay. And you're not doing a test right now. Like, she's not listening on a listening device or anything. And they'll go, no, why would that happen? You go, hey, I'm just covering my bases. Yeah. And then when they're like, why? You go, because thank fucking God you're finally done, right? That's it. And they're like, what, really? And you're like, yeah. And they're like, oh, why didn't you say something? It's like, because that's not my decision.
Yeah.
It's not my decision.
Yeah.
If you're happy, then I'm happy you're happy.
And that's the type of person that I'm like, too. I'm like that with my friends, too. It's like, as long as you're being treated properly and whatever, then that's great. I want all my friends to be happy. I don't rag on my friends a lot when it comes down to the men that they choose, because that's their choice. It's who they want to date. I may not agree with everything that happens, but again, those are your choices, right? Like, I'm not the one dating them. I'm not the one sleeping with them. You are.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
right.
I mean?
You're the one interacting with them.
Exactly.
You're the one doing all these things.
So I'm just hearing like the remnants of whatever has happened or whatever is going on at the time, right? So
that's right.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's one of those things we got to be really careful. And there's been times when friends have been like, they have been arguing with their significant other or whatever, and they vocalize it to me. And they've been like, what do you think? And I'm like, personally, I've never liked them. Always thought they have an attitude. Always thought they've been a little bit of a princess. Always this. Just not like them. But, I'll be mutual with them because of it.
Yeah.
Now, the interesting thing is now they have context. So when their significant other's going on about something at the table and I do one of these,
yeah,
they go, oh, no, this is the, oh, he's like fed up with her. And
yeah.
And that's gotten me in trouble.
Yeah.
That's gotten me in trouble. Not in a big sense, but now because friends come up to me after and go like, oh, like, are you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. My God, man, she loves to ramble, doesn't she? And whatever. I mean, like, I've accepted that I don't like them. I'm glad that they like them, right?
Yeah.
So,
but I know that you and I have had our conversations, because like it's like even during people that I've been dating or seeing, you're just like, oh my God, what the hell? And then
my God.
And then when it's done, you're just like, thank God. Like, shit.
It gets to a point where you're just like, I mean, you tell me these things that these guys are doing, and I'm just like, oh my God, those are not people that I would want to interact with.
Yeah.
And I try to keep my mouth shut as much as I can, but I like to validate you in the sense that when you're like, oh, I don't think this was I think this was pretty shitty, and I'm like, oh, that was really shitty. What are you talking about? Like, those are the things you got to back people up, and then But it's also like, I know that there's good times, and I know there's bad times, so it's always hard to be too polarizing.
Yeah.
And then, when I've decided my opinion on somebody, especially like in your case, when you're like, oh, so-and-so, and, oh boy, more like OB, or OB, more like oh boy.
Yeah.
Like, there's people where I just go, okay, that he's a wacko, I'm not interested. And when you say, okay, I've finally done it, I go, I fucking hope it's finally. And then, maybe it picks up again or whatever happens, but then finally it gets sorted. So, Also, another thing too is like, don't lie to your friends. Don't lie. Just don't lie. Just tell them the truth. Like if they're like, hey, what do you think of my girlfriend? I fucking hate her. Truthfully. And if they go, whoa, what? Like I've had friends drop me over the fact that I don't like their partner.
Shit, really?
Well, whatever. I mean, okay. You like the crazy bitch. That's fine. She's psycho, man. I don't know. Well, she's not crazy. I'm like, I don't know, man. That fucking seance candle set up in her closet begs to differ. I don't know. My one buddy, I mean, he was dating a BDSM girl.
Yeah.
And she was good looking. She was attractive, but she was like she was a psycho. She was crazy. And like, I say crazy in the sense of like, she would go and do all these things with all these men or women or clients. And he liked it because he got special treatment or whatever. Of course.
Yeah.
But then she was like internalized. There's obviously a deeper issue. So she'd internalize all this stuff, and then there'd be this big nuclear blow up every so often. And he was okay with it because he liked the sex and everything.
Of course.
Fine, yeah, exactly. But I was like, she's crazy. Like, you know, I wish her the best, and I hope she fixes everything and she's good. But brother, like, she's crazy. Your mental health is being impacted from her. I'll tell you that. And you know, whatever. He was like, fuck you don't know what you're saying. Oh, you know, she just had a rough childhood and whatever. And then of course they break up and he comes back and goes, oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
An interesting point here, because I thought this would be fun. How early do you show affection in front of your friends?
When you're with your partner?
PDA. Yeah, PDA.
To be honest, I don't think there's a timeline on that.
No?
If you and your partner are already like that, unless it's an awkward situation when you're around your friends, you should be comfortable to be like how you are.
It's all about discretion, baby.
Yeah,
it's all about discretion.
I mean, I'm not saying dry hump your fucking partner.
Or do. No.
Whip out your freaking, you know, underwear and shit and be like, yeah, go for it. I'm not saying that, but it's just like, there's a time and a place. But I mean, like, PDA is normal PDA. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I'm sure if your friends were not happy with the amount of, maybe it's too much PDA, I'm sure they would mention it to you at some point. Do you know what I mean? And then you can hold back a little bit with your partner. That's how my friends are, at least. But most of my friends don't care if the PDA, because they know that I'm that type of woman that likes PDA. Not heavy on, but at least showing other people, I've told you, showing other people that we're together type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. But like I said, it's all about discretion.
100%,
like,
yeah.
Dry humping's fine if you guys are at like a nightclub.
Okay, yeah,
if there's like, if the setting's right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Dry hump to your heart's content. But maybe if we're at like a nice restaurant, maybe don't eat each other's face in front of me.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys want to go to the washroom for a quick second?
I know, right?
And I get it, new love and is exciting and introducing your part. I just remember there was this, like, I went out with my buddy and he was so excited, and we went to a nice like cocktail bar on the roof of a building. He was so excited to introduce me because I'm like his best buddy and she's like the love of his life, and oh my god, and I can't wait to introduce you guys because I think you'll really get along. I finally found my person. I'm like, I'm happy for you. And like, I'm sitting there talking to them, and I'm noticing that as the drinks are flowing, the hands are wandering more.
Oh, yes.
And that's fine, but I don't want to be there. Like, I don't need to see you fucking groping her ass under the table. Like, I see the hand.
Yeah.
And I don't need to see her rubbing up on the thigh and him going, Guys, just leave it till when you go fucking home. Why do you do it in front of me? Like, it got to a point where I was just like, you know what, guys?
Yourself?
I was like, you know what, guys? I'm going to go to the washroom. You guys do whatever you need to do to get it out of your system.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back, I'll finish my drink, and then I'll leave.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So.
That's funny.
Yeah, I got to that point where I was just like, oh my god. Fuck. Fuck. It's bad. Oh, it gets bad. And I mean, like, even the worst.
Yeah.
The worst. And this isn't even relationships, but when guys pick up girls at a bar.
Yeah.
And they are part of the morning after club.
Oh, yeah.
That is the fucking worst. Like I get it, whatever. You guys want to be polite, oh, come to breakfast, whatever. If they're doing their thing, like if it's them and the girl they hooked up with,
Yeah.
you guys go do your thing.
Yeah.
Don't come to the group of guys party, especially if you guys are going to fucking muck on each other's face the whole morning. Like, there was one morning where I was partying because we got let into like one of the after hours bar that's like, oh, we can only let people in at 2 at, the last call is 1:30 to go into the bar, but then you get into the bar and they're like, yeah, we're going until 5:30.
Yeah.
So me and a couple buddies went down to there, and then we lost a few guys all through the night to different things. And the agreement was everybody do your thing, meet at Fran's at 6:30. It was 7, but I said 6. I was 6. Yeah, 6. 7. I was meet at 7, right?
Yeah.
So we finished up, and it was like a 30-minute walk.
Okay.
To the Fran's that we were going to.
Yeah.
And so we were like, fuck it, we'll walk, sober up, and then we'll get to Fran's and eat.
Yeah.
So we were there at like 6:30.
Yeah.
So we got there at 6:30. We're waiting, and then like our buddy comes in with his fool around girl, and he's like, "Oh, hi, guys, this is Haley. I hope you don't mind that. I invited her to breakfast. We had a lot of fun last night." Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Fucking take a sip. All right. Hey Haley, nice to meet you. Oh hi guys, we had so much fun last night. Oh fuck me. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna eat my food and do my thing.
Yeah.
And then they, they start touching each other and go, I had so much fun last night. Maybe we could do it again. Oh my god. Anyways, this is turning into a longer thing, but it's just moments like that where it's like, fine, do your thing. Just don't do it in front of me.
I know.
I'm happy for you, buddy. I really am happy for you.
Yeah.
I don't need to see you getting all grubby with the girl. It's okay. I don't need to hear you. Like, the worst is when you're like intoxicated at a club or whatever, and they're fiddling with each other, and her skirt's getting hiked up a little bit, and like I was in Cabo at a club, like a rooftop bar club, and like my buddy, like, chat with the girl, have her on your lap, make out with her, do whatever. The drinks are flowing, but fucking take her to a room if you guys are gonna start doing shit. Anyways, that's all I'll go into, but. Yeah, so gotta love PDA.
Yeah. Good old PDA.
Yeah, and then just like we were saying, find your balance.
Yeah.
Like, there's a beauty of private intimacy and public.
100%.
And at the end of the day, you guys are a couple, so
yes,
do the things that a couple
Couples
would do
Yep.
that you guys feel comfortable doing.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the last question: Can your friends ruin your relationship?
Yes.
Or is that on you?
I think it's a bit of both, because you are also the one that listens to that little fucking shit in your ear from what your friends say. So it's up to that person to decipher what your friend is saying is actually true. But at that time, already where things are going, right? Like, obviously, people should know toxic relationships, and if you're in one. If you don't, that's a bit of a problem. But you should really know when, if you're allowing your friends to dictate who you're dating or how your relationship is going, then yeah, you need to take accountability for that too.
Yeah, my hot take is 95% of the time, it's on you. Either letting your friends talk too much, or even, I'll say it in the both cases, you are the bridge between your friends and your partner.
Right.
You can ruin both sides of the bridge if you're not careful. 100%. Whether that's over communicating with your partner, over communicating with your friend, whatever. It's really on you. But your friends are capable of doing things to ruin your relationship that go outside of that bridge of communication.
Yes.
I've seen relationships ruined because, friends get to know each other, friends and girlfriends get to know each other, or friends and partners get to know each other, and they start fooling around on the side.
Yeah.
I've seen relationships where a friend will tell on their buddy because they want rapport and favor with the girlfriend. Right?
Yeah.
I've had friends that are leaking what's going on during the party night, or dinner and chatting and whatever, leaking conversations to the significant other because they think they're doing a service or whatever the fucking reason they've decided to do that is.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there are things friends can do that make your relationship bad.
For sure.
Now, I'm also going to say that there should be boundaries and should be also things set up with your partner so that your partner goes, okay, your friend just sent me this. It's out of context. I don't know what story they're talking about. I'm going to talk to you before I make any grand assumptions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Your friend shouldn't be able to say one thing to your partner and then your partner's going off ballistic on you.
Yeah. I agree.
But I would say that 95% of the time, I would say it's up to you.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
And a big thing, too, is understanding, like, don't try and force them to like each other if they're not.
No, I know. Yeah.
You don't like this person. My partner doesn't like this person. My friends don't like my partner. You guys can have me separately. Mm-hmm. It makes life easier when people like each other because then you can invite them in the same setting.
Yeah, but that's not always the case, and we know that.
God, no. God, no. But it's hard. It really is hard. Like, I have a buddy, and I mean, like, he's older, and he's been married for 20 years or whatever it is. But his wife loves to have a stank eye about everybody.
Oh.
Like, she just has a bad attitude. And she's not, it's not that she's not pleasant.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that I'm one of the ones that she can actually have a conversation with. And
Okay.
that she has decided not to stank eye me. But it makes it difficult when she comes out with my buddy because he's a salesman. He's very social. He's very outgoing. And so he likes to talk. And he knows a lot of people.
Right.
And so it's hard when you have him and then you have the woman who's like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to talk to these people. I don't like you. And I'll tell you I don't like you. Mm-hmm. So she kind of is a buzzkill. But he likes bringing her to social events. So it's this kind of like catch-22. And so, it's kind of, me and him have a dynamic that's kind of interesting where I have to play cover for him while he goes and introduces and talks to a new client. And it works out. It's all fine. But it's just hard. Like, I know his wife likes to come and she likes to get dressed up and everything. But she's one of the people that makes it really difficult for him.
Yeah.
And he's had a conversation with her, but she is what she is, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Or not unfortunately. She is what she is, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to be really, 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 really careful.
Oh yeah.
And also just like manage both sides.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang out with you guys, so I'm going to hang out with you.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of crossover over here. Oh, all of us are going out for dinner with significant others. Okay, there's some crossover. Blah, 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 blah. But don't force.
Yeah.
Just if people don't want to talk.
Yeah,
talk.
exactly. That's how I am too.
Yeah, exactly. It's the right way to be. I mean, it's interesting managing friendships. Oh, and also, 100%. I mean, especially as fucking, like, from the guy's perspective, because I find as men grow up, or I should say get into relationships and get married or get engaged and get married, it's like, it goes from being a fucking, you're able to get them and able to hang out to, I have to like book you months in advance.
I know.
There was a dinner that was supposed to happen the other day.
Oh, is this the one you told me about earlier today?
Did I tell you about this the other day? Oh, that was a lunch.
Oh, okay.
No, this wasn't this weekend. It was a while ago.
Okay.
But I booked a dinner for all of us because they wanted to hang out and whatever. And I booked a dinner, and I know that these guys that we booked a dinner with, I know that they have issues with their women about leaving the house. Okay. So you know what I did?
What? Preemptively?
I said, let's do a triple date.
Okay.
Let's do a triple date. I'll find a girl. You guys have your women. Right? They were like, oh, that's a great idea. Let's do it. I booked the reservations. We were going to a nice place. Booked the reservations. Got everything. Somehow, some way, regardless of me setting all these things up, picking a place that I know both the wife and the engaged, the two fiancés. I picked a place that I knew they both liked. Mm-hmm. I picked cuisine that I knew they liked. It was all good. I invited them along so that we could all interact because we hadn't seen each other in a while. I found a girl who would come with me. I got everything sorted. And I was like, oh, I'm playing fucking 3D chess. Or 4D chess. I'm fucking moving.
Yeah.
And somehow, some way, I lost both of them.
What? Oh, wow.
Regardless of all the preemptive thinking I did, one guy said, oh, she decided she doesn't want to go, and I know it's an hour away. I'm really sorry, or an hour from the event. I'm sorry, Ace, and like I'm not going to be able to make it.
Wow.
Okay, boom, one. And then the other guy canceled in the morning because she was feeling sick after going out with her friends, so he has to play catch. It's fine. I went out for dinner with the girl that I found.
Okay, well, there you go. Ended up on a good note.
I mean, it's like, oh my God, man, what the fuck's going on?
Honestly, at the end of the day, you know that the girls obviously had a hand in that for sure.
Well, it's their fault, absolutely.
Yeah. Whether or not what the stories were true, what was being told to you, but
Oh, I know this. And it's
Yeah.
funny, too, because the girls know that I know this and that I've developed my own opinion about it.
yeah.
Because I ran into them, or not ran into them, but we saw each other at an event.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, oh, we're really sorry that we had to cancel on dinner short notice. You know how things go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, I know exactly what happened. You don't have to lie to me. I'm like, I heard. And it's pretty fucked up that you guys canceled on me like that.
Oh, man.
And they're like, oh, how was I supposed to know I was sick? And I'm like, whatever,
yeah.
man. You guys just like decide on what you want to decide.
Exactly.
Anyways,
Exactly.
all that to say,
Yes.
don't fuck around, I guess. No. No. Yeah, as important as it is to be careful about what your friends are saying and what your partner's saying about your friends and managing both expectation and really, speaking your truth, as important as that is, I'd say the even bigger lesson coming out of this is when you're in the position to be a good friend, you be a good friend.
Yes.
No drama, no bullshit, nothing that you wouldn't like. You be good. And if you're good, then hopefully your friends around you will see that and they'll be good too.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
And now it's super dark. I hope you guys can still see us.
I'm sure they can, because
I don't know. It gets pretty dark. It might be bright for our eyes, but I don't know.
It goes darker.
That's great. Well, the whole it went from daylight to nighttime.
I know, right?
That's crazy. It's not even that late.
Nope.
But I'll just say,
Yes.
I hope you guys have another wonderful Thursday.
Yes.
I hope you're enjoying all the episodes. Send us comments. Send us things. The comment today will be, what's the craziest story, or craziest instance where friends fucked up your relationship, or a relationship fucked up your friendships, because that also happens.
Yes, it
So
does.
that's the comment challenge for today.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
C'est la vie.
That's it. C'est la vie. Until next
Toodles.
time. Bye-bye.